children receive their fair share of God's good gifts that He intends for all of His children. And if they don't get their fair share, if someone has swindled them or conned them out of their birthright, or because they were not strong enough to hold on to what God had given them, justice means doing whatever is necessary to sort out what belongs to whom and be sure they get it. It's not enough just to talk about justice. It's not enough to wish for justice. It's not even enough to complain that justice is lacking. This is a concept. This is an idea that's an action concept. It's something that God is telling us we need to get moving on. We are to what? Do justice. That means get off of your back end and make sure that it's happened. That we work for fairness. That we work for equality. And when we're doing that, we work particularly for those that are weak, and for those that are powerless, and those who are exploited by others. Now, you know what? There's nothing really strange or startling here. The nation had known God's standard of justice from the time Moses came down the mountain with the tablets. The 10 Commandments, the first two. It is unjust to delude people into pursuing false gods, whether they're ancient pagan deities or whether they're modern equivalents. Money, power, pleasure, all that the world throws at us. Those things demean and they destroy. The third commandment, it is unjust to treat people dishonestly by not being as good as what? Our word. Our word. It's unjust to be dishonest and not be as good as our word. The fourth commandment, it's unjust to overwork people to a point where they are no longer worthy of honor or praise, where they no longer have a life of their own. The fifth commandment, it is unjust to allow aging parents or anyone else who might be in a vulnerable position to go without the necessities of life. Number 6, it is unjust to deny anyone their very life, their being here, by killing them. Number 7, it's unjust to put a man's home and his family at risk, to jeopardize all the inheritance rights by seducing his wife. Number 8, it's unjust to take someone's property without permission. That's not justice. Number 9, it's unjust to play games with the judicial system, with false testimony, or with other things. And number 10, it's unjust when we set our hearts on what rightfully belongs to someone else and not to us. The standard that Moses brought down from the mountain was very, very clear. But those standards were gone. They've been washed away and gone by the boards. And what standards were being met by the judges who took those bribes? What standard would result in the oppression of the poor? What type of standard could there be in the temple when the prophets let it be known that they would only come through with something favorable if the one who wanted something would grease their palm with a $20 shekel? You know, this is injustice. Remember what Paul wrote later in the New Testament that really pertains to all of this? Paul says, the love of money is what? The root of all kinds of evil. And it was apparent in the days of Micah. The standards that God had set so long before were totally being ignored. The problem is no less severe today. No one, not one of us here, would deny that the standards have been lowered. Do we have officials taking bribes? I'm not going to answer that. Is there any land grabbing going on? Are there poor people in America that are oppressed and downtrodden? America's standard today is not God's standard. It's just not. Now, some of you may be Judge Judy fans. I have never seen Judge Judy. One of you may be Judge Judy, and I wouldn't know it. But I've done a little bit of checking on Judge Judy, and from what I gather, she has somewhat of a motto. And her motto is justice with an attitude. I see people smiling and nodding their heads, so I'm on course. Well, Micah encourages something similar to this, only the attitude that he pairs with justice is kindness or compassion. The Hebrew word for kindness or loving kindness is chesed, C-H-E-S-E-D. And chesed is so difficult to translate in any single English word. It's more a word about a relationship. It has the connotation of getting inside of someone's skin, of walking in their shoes, of seeing through their eyes. It's a word about a changed perspective. And to the Hebrews, it would have been a special word because that was one of the particularly special attributes of God in the Old Testament. God always acted in loving kindness. So God always expected his people to act out in loving kindness. We were made in the image of God. So justice isn't just an activity. It's an attitude. Chesed, loving kindness. Justice, loving kindness, critical to the living of lives that are pleasing to God. But the thing is, one can be just and not be religious. We can be kind without any faith inclination whatsoever. And that's why Micah finishes this and tells us that religion requires one more thing. And that one more thing is a humble walk with God. It's that walk with God that energizes us and gives us what we need to have commitment to do justice and go beyond goodness and treating people with loving kindness. The ritual of the temple to Israel was so important to Israel, it could give expression to the vitality of that walk. But it never could become a substitute for the daily companionship that is totally integrated into a life of faith. Walking humbly with God is so much more. It's a call to do more than to come to God with offerings, thinking that we can buy God's favor, but to spend time walking with God, living life with God in ways that work out in every aspect of life is what makes our religion alive and gives it breath and makes it the focal point of our lives. It implies sensitivity to the things of God, and it implies concern to allow our heart to be broken by the same things that break God's heart. It's a desire for us to be able to see things through our human eyes, through the same eyes that God sees them, and to act in this world the way God would act. And when this final requirement to walk humbly with your God is placed cheek to cheek with the first two, walking with God humbly becomes synonymous with having a heart for justice and having a heart for loving kindness. The three cannot be separated because walking humbly with God, living all of our lives in relationship to God will result in both. So, do justice, love kindness, a humble walk with God. Sounds very much like the answer to my question I asked in my sermon title, doesn't it? What would make Jesus happy? What would Jesus do? In fact, it's in Jesus that we see what justice and loving kindness look like in a walk with God. And let me tell you something, folks. Jesus is still looking for followers. He's not looking for admirers. He's looking for followers. So the correct question for each of us this morning is, what would Jesus have me do? What would Jesus have you do? What can we do that will make Jesus, that will make God happy? Let me answer that in Micah's words. He has told you, O man, what is good. What does the Lord require of you? But to do justice, to love kindness, and to walk humbly with your God. In the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit.